I should quickly throw it out that this is not intended for people under the age of 13, but then again, as my channel was never intended for that, is mainly intended for that demographic of audience, that should be obvious. You may have remembered that last year I made a video on all the 80th anniversary merch reveal. Almost a year ago. Damn. Well, now, yeah, we've got more. And now we have merchandise for the new 2026 reboot. First up, we have the physical example for the Exploring Titmoth Shed set. I'm not really a fan of bright green track, but it's cool. The windmill looks nice. We have a little Tidmouth bridge. Not sure if this is based on anything specific. A level crossing and a 3-berthed shed. Did it have to be 3 berths only? You couldn't have made it like 5 at least. Anyway, we've also got some packaging reveal for Nia, Gordon, and Thomas. Thomas we've already seen. Gordon? Actually, let's go on to Gordon quickly. Gordon's diecast model I've already talked about, and my opinion remains unchanged. It looks almost perfect, but his face looks like a toddler. Even more so with these big-ass pupils. It just makes him look like a kid. And it does not suit him in the slightest. As this is also early key art, it's not the finalized model for Gordon, so maybe he'll look slightly better, though I highly doubt it. You may have noticed that Gordon's smokebox frames are red rather than black. And this, for real, reminds me of D'Agostini's Gordon. Yep, you see what I mean? But at least D'Agostini has the decency to give him an alright face. Thomas, also looking pretty cool. I am starting to warm up to the faces, minus freaking James, because James is, god, that's gonna take a lot of getting used to. We also have this as a reveal, which is like a big static Thomas. That's only like his front half. Yeah, knowing these kind of faces are probably what they'll use for like the Albert Thomas events from now on, it's kind of sad. But what more can you do, honestly? Next up is the Exploring Titmoth Shed's box. Pretty good. We also have a new track system thing kind of shown, and bottom part of the box, kind of the lower bit here, shows you like the contents when it's all connected, even if this already shows you with like a choke hazard thing, which might be Harold's like propellers maybe. We have Thomas and Harold on the top there, clear to see, and that key art for Thomas on the bottom. Yeah, it's kind of your average everyday thing. Here we have some of the new diecasts. We have the box for Thomas again. Thomas, who looks, he's alright. I'm kind of getting used, I am slowly getting used to this weird gap between his wheels and running board. One, I wish it wasn't there. I mean, there's not much you can honestly do. We have Rosie. Apparently this is a prototype version, hence why she actually has gold on her, which is kind of dumb. Like, why would you do that? Diesel, who looks kind of looks a bit chunky, actually. Percy, who looks alright. He's cool. I like Percy. We also have a Redeco Thomas that was revealed. Something that intrigues me is that it looks like his lining is curved off on the edges. And it actually looks like a Railway Series inspired looking like livery with like the more curved off edges on his lining, which is pretty cool actually. I like that. He also seems to have some dust or something on him, which you You could have done better, honestly, for a variant. We have Toby, who, again, I am slightly more fine with him, but even so, I'm not really a fan of the fact he doesn't have side plates. As long as you can unscrew them, then they'll fine from there. And a very weird reveal, Flynn. What? This is what Flynn looks like now, and, um, I'm not completely against it. He looks more like an actual fire engine now, and less like some goofy toy gimmick. Look, as long as he doesn't ride on the rails in this new reboot, I actually can. That's fine. He looks more like an average and a standard fire truck, which is cool. He also appears to have a number 45 on him, which is okay. Not sure why you gave him a number, but alright. Here are some tender engine reveals. These are the highest quality images we have, so apologies. James looking as alright as ever. Gordon, who looks maybe when I get them in person they'll look better. We have Nia revealed, and okay, Nia, pretty good proportions, but why the orange and go minecart? Can't you just let this thing just stay in the past? Honestly. Henry, who looks as cool as ever, and painted cylinders, so that's nice. And Hero, Mr. Master of the Railway himself, is staying around. His nameplate appears to have a number on it? Or something? I thought it was like a Japanese writing for his name in Japanese or something, but upon closer inspection, it looks like it says it's his number on his nameplate, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, honestly. Looks like a number 51, which doesn't make a lick of sense, but okay. Here we got the truck, Percy, the weird-looking Harold, Rosie, Toby, Flynn, Redeco Thomas, and here's some we have been waiting for. Diesel, he's chunky as ever. Thomas, who looks nice. And finally, we have Whiff. Oh, Whiff looks so goofy. I am really liking how Whiff looks. I don't know why he has such thick glasses, but yeah, it's kind of cute, honestly. His face looks like an Orange and Go one, which I'm hoping isn't the case, but yeah, Whiff looks so silly regardless. I love him. Next up is Mavis, and well, she has her writing on her side plate still. She also appears to have hazard stripes on the sides of the cab and a number, I think. What's with them and trying to give characters numbers? Mavis and Flynn apparently now have numbers, which okay. The face looks kind of weird. Charlie, actually, I have a higher quality image of Charlie. Charlie's a weird one. So Charlie has his nameplate replaced with an NWR, which is weird. Or should I say her nameplate? Yeah, Charlie's female now? Okay. This is the first time Thomas has regendered a character. We have Rusty, for an example. So, Charlie being female. Now, most people say that it looks like they try to make that they accidentally swapped Charlie and Nia's faces over, since Nia's face looks more like an expression Charlie would have. I personally don't believe this because that would mean their lamps wouldn't look like they fit, and their lamps look like they fit themselves perfectly, so if Charlie is going to be female, sure, actually, I could deal with that. It's not the worst thing in the world. Not to mention he wasn't likable character. He wasn't really likable to begin with. Here we have Diecast Scruffy, who looks okay. I'm not really a fan of how long these trucks are. It doesn't really fit the show all on that much, honestly. But oh well. And Salty, who looks well, he looks like Salty. Not sure why this front bit is just yellow and it just cuts off the yellow to black, which is that's a weird design choice. Sadly, we have no reveal of any motorized engines or ones that contain Edward, Duck, Oliver, Toad, Bill, and the tankers and Bruno. Sadly, but I guess they'll be revealed in due time. So honestly, it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing in the world. So everyone, I am actually pretty excited for what this new TV show could entail because it looks pretty promising at the moment. So hey, maybe it actually has potential. But until then, everyone, I am that one autistic train fan, and you, I would like it if you would be able to like and subscribe on my for my channel and follow me on DeviantArt. Yeah, I'm on DeviantArt now. Look, as long as you don't try and do things that are like NSFW or inappropriate and just R-rated in general, that's fine. It's mainly where my art is going to be shown now, so you can follow me on DeviantArt. So, do you want to find my newest art? With that said, everyone, I'll see you next time. Good day.